Yes guys, so we are back for back. Today is our second back session of the week. On my Instagram I have posted up the split. Actually we'll probably post up what the split is now, if Cam can do that in some sort of drop down box or something, just so you know what we're going to be doing. This is our second back session of the week. This is predominantly our heavier, more intense back session of the week, simply because it's Saturday today and tomorrow's rest day. It just gives us that little bit of chance of extra rest so we can go slightly harder in terms of load because we can recover from it basically. Volume will stay the same. Today we're going to possibly hit around 25 sets and we're going to start off today with a pull down. So it could be any pull down that we fancy on the day. We have been using this Cybex Eagle pull down for the last 3 or 4 weeks. It hits us really nice, you get a good stretch, you can get it all the way through the lat and it forces you to be in a certain position, which is really nice. First exercise, you don't really have to think about what you're doing. It just drives your elbow up off nicely. And then we've got a heavy row, which today I think we'll probably do a T-bar row. We were doing a T-bar row from a floor, but I've tweaked my hamstring a couple of times doing that, so we'll probably do a chest supported one today, and then a heavy pull down. So we've got a couple of heavier exercises back to back. And when I say heavy, we're still hitting 15 to 20 reps, but there's going to be a little bit more potentially inertia rocking in these sets just to make sure that we're still getting the load through the muscle. But if it means the last 5 or 6 are cheat reps or a little bit sloppy, so be it, as long as it stays on the muscle. So first exercise, 4 sets, 20 to 30 reps, same as what we would do on a pec deck, for example, but we'll probably do 30, 30, 20, 20, getting heavier every set. We'll get into it, we'll have a look, and then we'll go from there. Good, we're in it now. Chest up, good. Wrap that wrap it around. Nice, Curry. It's on now, work it. Yeah, nice. See, when Neil there, could see that he found the spot. Didn't you? Yeah. Found that spot, just keep it on for as long as you can. So I feel like I need to fucking go absolutely fucking nuts.
All the way down, squeeze. Almost forward, let's go down. Yeah. Lengthen, contract. Lengthen, contract. On the spot. On that sweet spot.
First exercise, very important when you're in a training program, especially when you're only targeting one specific muscle for that day. So today is back. It's imperative that you start with a machine or an exercise that you get instant connection with. If you're not getting that instant connection, by the time you go on to another exercise, you're possibly seeking that connection that you've missed from the first. And I think sometimes if your session starts off with an uphill struggle, it's just gonna go downhill from there, so to speak. So we always pick exercises first that we like. And for example, if we turned up to this next week and it didn't feel good, we'd find something else that felt good and run with that, wouldn't we?
Yeah, it's something with that. Like if you watch the first 2 videos already, leg day we start on adductor and quad extension, which set us up nicely for the main session. Chest day, pec deck. Today, pin loaded, pull down, and these are, we didn't just pick these overnight. We trialed and errored a few exercises, didn't we? And we found out what pretty much, in no technical terms, blows our back up, fills it with blood, and prepares us for the more technical lifts. So yeah, it's a good start to the session.
We're not trying to hit mids to upper back like you potentially would with this. We're going to have to hit mid to lower. So I stand quite high on the pad, which actually gets me just above my sternum, which can be quite uncomfortable if you're going to load it heavy. Same position, chest up here, and I'm letting my lats be pulled again. I'm not letting my chest dip. Chest is up there, and I've not got my lats switched on per se. I've got them half on, half off, where I can feel a hang. And as I come up, I'm going to keep my hands in a slightly neutral position and aim to drive my elbows low. I'm not going to stay over and drive high. I'm almost going to come up slightly so I can get it a bit lower in a rocking motion. But as I come down, keep my chest up. Five reps. 1, 12. Come on. 13. 14. All on back. And one more. My bad. I've got 20 grams of carbs in my entry instead of 10 today. So big things should be happening. Big things. 6 plates on here.
I've got 100.
Oh, we're in, yeah. Yeah, my bad.
4, 5, 6, 12, 15 we want, 13, 14, 15, 16's out, 16, 17's out, 17, 18,
Yeah, one more.
19, my bad.
The worst thing, or the most dangerous thing about this exercise, and considering I'm 4 weeks out, so there's not a lot of volume there, is trapping your bollocks on the seat. My face, as soon as I took that load then, I was seconds away from crushing my bollock. I got away with it. Slightly longer rest periods between these sets. More so for Neil, because he's heavy.
Guys, with this one, so I'm not sure if you've already said it, but we alternate this exercise. We do a heavy duty row, don't we?
Yeah.
So we do this chest supported 2-bar row, like a landmine row, which is, you know, where you stick the bar in the corner of the wall with the handle, or a bent over barbell overhand row. But if you're doing this at home, this exercise you want to be picking a heavy duty compound movement, you know.
That still feels good on your back.
Yeah.
Like, people would generally put like an RDL and SLDL in this place, but for us, again, training the amount of times we do, it's important that we still work hard today, slightly heavier, but we don't destroy ourselves so much that still by the time we come back to Monday or train back again on Tuesday, that we're still destroyed. So the recovery aspect is key at the same time as picking your exercises.
So as we've gone through the workout, we've firstly picked an exercise where we're getting a really good pump.
Yeah, that we can just load up sensibly.
It's super safe. And then the second exercise, heavy duty row, T-bar, bent over row, landmine row. We like that, having that flexibility, don't we?
Yeah.
Which again, without a logbook,
so this might feel terrible next week or for the next couple of weeks. We'll just bin it off, it doesn't matter. And then we might come back to it at one time. It might be great. Like right now it feels good, so we'll keep it. 5, 6, 7. Come on then, dig in. 8, 9 and 10 curry, 9 and 10 curry, come on. Otherwise you'll just fucking flip over the top. Thank you, brother. Right, heavy close grip pull down now. Old school. Old school is the best school. You ready for it? Easy work.
We're famous.
I know. Pro debut, featuring Neil Curry and Jimmy Tong, edited and produced by Cameron Butler. Pick it up out of a blockbuster near you.
The best bit of episode 2 is when you said, so Neil's not very strong on chest. Actually, he's not very strong across the board.
He put that in the trailer that he sent to me this morning. And I was like, just take that bit out because Neil was a little bit butthurt about that.
You did shit sandwich me because you then said I had a massive chest.
Yeah, he looks fantastic, he looks fantastic. I don't care what you can lift. Bodybuilder at the end of the day. Pay attention to how Neil's doing this exercise. He's keeping his chest up again, wrapping his lats around his chest. He's keeping the V grip in front of him, he's not pulling it to his chest. He's trying to get his elbows as low as possible while keeping that away from his chest up, chest up. There we go, that's it. So what we're doing is we're effectively not coming into upper back, keeping it away.
What you see a lot of people do, like you guys at home that are copying the workout, like a lot of this, or a lot of this. You know, you want to get it here. Chest up.
Elbows away.
Elbows away. Lats around your chest. Chest up, chest up, chest up, chest up. Pull.
20. 15 to 20. Getting heavier every set. Absolutely branch Warren on this.
Because guys, there's so many ways to do a lat pull down and none are wrong, but it depends what area of the back you're aiming for. Like we actually do a lat pull down within our session where we pull chest up to the chest, elbows back, but it's an upper back rear delt movement. In this particular exercise, we're aiming for lower lats, so it needs to come out in front of you, like Jimmy was saying.
Different movements for different areas of the back.
Exactly, yeah.
Or any muscle, really. Okay then. Six. Perfect. You see Neil there? You see he was moving a little bit faster, same as I was in the set previous. Back is engaged now. Anywhere I move my elbows, I can feel it on my back. Anywhere now. So we've been doing this exercise a long time. We started off doing it much slower than this all the way through.
Definitely.
Gradually picked it up, started adding more weight. So now no matter how we move, we can contract the back in a certain way. So that's where it becomes advantageous to sometimes use a little bit of body English, or just making sure that the load that you're going to be lifting, even you can still control it, but last 5 reps may need a little bit of a swing, and that's completely fine. If you stay too rigid, especially as you start to get through a program, you're never really going to challenge the muscle enough, because once your form breaks, the muscle necessarily hasn't broke at the same time. So a few cheat reps, or what I quite often do in my client programs is, especially if they're an experienced lifter, do a set of 15 to 20 plus 5 partials afterwards, or 5 like quote unquote cheat reps. So you're just taking the muscle a little bit further than you normally would every time. Must be my massive chest, didn't we? Exercise number 4, prime extreme row. So we go with the overhand grip here, targeting upper back. The way that we do this, again, very similar to keeping your chest up and wrapping your lats around, but this time we're going to actively round our back to try and get the full stretch from the downforce and the way that machine works. And then just high, wide elbows and drive it for your upper back. It's quite nice this because we don't have to think about where our elbow path's going. It's just going to naturally go there as we lift. And we'll do a very similar exercise to this on the other back day, but on the prime upright row, where basically it's the same motion, just obviously from an upright row rather than an extreme sort of bent over position. So 4 sets on here, 3 sets of 15, and then the 4th set would be a 15, a drop set, and then a rest pause set. That big cunt. It's the size of that man up there.
OnlyFans.
Link in bio, OnlyFans. So today Curry's just going to do one more set on here, just because of how he feels. He feels like a little bit more rest now, he can go a bit heavier, get more out of it. And then on the last exercise, we normally do 4 sets of 20 on an upper back pull. But for me today, I don't really feel like I've quite hit my lower lat as much as I'd like. So I'll do 2 on the upper back row, and then I'll do a single arm lat row for 2 sets to finish, which is, if you look at biomechanics and literature and everything else, it should be technically pretty counterproductive because my lats are so tired that getting them short is going to be difficult. But because I'm not going to be loading it and I'm just going to be filling it full of blood, it's not going to be an issue. And then I'll come away, full back being trained, happy, full muscle, full belly today as well. So it's not a bad day to be 4 weeks out, to be fair.
One, two, good start. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 10, come on, 11, come on, 12, 5, 13, 5, 14, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 13, 14, 15. Right, make these fun. Every fibre in that back. Think about being on stage, doing that row. Back double bicep, details, feathers, cross striation. Bring it all out. Drag and squeeze. Details now, come on. Drag and squeeze. Feel that muscle. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Make it harder. Drag it, drag it, drag it, drag it, drag it, squeeze. Good. Go again. Drag, drag, drag with the lats. Come on, come on, keep the chest up. Keep the chest up. Drag, drag, drag again. Come on, come on, Details, details, details in the back. Yeah, show on stage.
Oh, I felt good. I felt good in a disgusting way. So quite self-explanatory on this, as you can see, simply just a high row, aiming to hit your upper back. Same again, lean back slightly, lats round chest, drive elbows high, full control. Good little finish to this. So when doing a single arm row in a machine especially, you'll notice that a lot of the machines either diverge or converge, go in or out. So if you're sat flat flush to the pad and you're going to pull this, for example, it's going to drive your elbow out and away, which isn't going to be as good for contraction on the lat. So what you want to make sure you do, same if you're doing a single leg press or really any single movement, is line yourself up with the line of the machine. So this machine goes here, so I want to make sure that I'm over the top. My chest is still firmly on the pad, but I'm not square onto it. I'm twisted, I'm finding a strong advantage point. As soon as I take it now, I'm making sure again that my chest is firmly in the pad, my chest is up, my lats have been wrapped around my chest, and then what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to drive my elbow as low as possible whilst keeping my chest up. So my chest is up and my elbow is there. And then on the way back down, I'm almost forcing my elbow down. So from a side, it may look like I'm just doing it straight, but in my head, I'm actually thinking about forcing it down and forcing it down further as I go. This way it'll stay on the lat, on the concentric and the eccentric as well. And that means that the tension's never gonna let go. I'm lined up, tension's on, squeeze, force the elbow down, keep the tension on, allow the lat to wrap around the chest, drag and squeeze. Do that 20 times for a massive pump. Okay guys, so that is session done. So back session number 2, last session of the week, session number 9. That's me at 4 weeks out today exactly from the muscle contest in Ireland, and 7 weeks from Mid-USA's, which is in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which I'm really looking forward to doing. I believe, and Milos believes as well, that my physique will just do better in the US in general. Classic physique as a whole hasn't really got a criteria, but if you look at the European shows, a lot of the guys are shorter, stocky, very well conditioned that are winning the shows. You go abroad, or to America at least, physiques are more similar to me, and that seems to be the general consensus with Milos and a few of the other coaches out there as well. So it just makes sense for me to go where the action is, put myself in front of the right people. So I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, first and foremost, Ireland is the top of the list. I'm not going to lie, everything I do to win. I train to win, I eat to win. Every single day is bodybuilding for me. Every single decision I've ever made for the last 5 years, most definitely, has been influenced by bodybuilding. That's where I live, who I see, just everything I do. So all them sacrifices that I've made, and there has been a lot of sacrifices. People who know me personally, who are quite close to me, know what they are. So for me to be going somewhere just to participate isn't what I'm going to do. You don't sacrifice everything you have to participate in something. You do it to win. And I'm going to turn up there and I'm going to come swinging. I'm going to try and take some heads, I'm not going to lie. So far the look is fuller, bigger. That's about 235 pounds. Glutes are starting to come in nicely. I feel like I'm probably going to be about 235 on stage, very lean, which is going to be quite big for a classic guy, significantly bigger than a lot of the guys I know that are competing there already. But obviously it's a pro show, so anybody can turn up. Top 10 Olympian can turn up to try and secure the place in Olympia. But like I said, I'm still going for there for one reason. So this week, very successful as far as I'm concerned in terms of prep. We did hold, I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier on, but we have upped food this week and we've got more food next week. Just trying to slow the dropping and keep me bigger. My body from this point will get very lean very fast. If we let my body run away here, I could be ready in like 10 days, literally 10 days. So holding the food off generally does two things. We either don't eat enough, or I either don't eat enough and I start to wither away at this point, or we start to do sporadic refeeds, and then sporadic refeeds generally just hold water from me for 2 or 3 days, and then I'm back to square one of withering away. Whereas this time, food across the board has been upped quite significantly actually, from 120 grams of carb a day to probably 450, which is nice. I feel full all the time. I feel like I'm getting fat, but obviously that's just a feeling in my stomach. And the look is actually just getting better, so I'm still getting leaner. My body weight is still coming down by a pound or two a week, which is perfect now, rather than 6 or 7. And I'm staying full. The amount of tissue I'm holding now I'm very, very happy with. So it bodes well for the future. It bodes well for the rest of the season as well, that my body's not collapsing straight away. And I'm going to be looking forward to sharing it all with you guys as well. So we've pretty much gone through all the sessions now. Maybe do something a bit different next time, so you see me outside of the gym. I think I'm going to do it. I've done a few vlogs that I may upload onto YouTube when I try and iMovie myself. But apart from that, guys, if you've got any questions, please drop them below. Keep commenting because, again, it does help the algorithm, but it also lets me interact with you guys, and you can let me know what you want to see for the future, because really I'm dictated by you what you want to see. Whatever you want to see, I can show you, as long as it's bodybuilding related and it doesn't take me out of my routine. So it's not going to be a massive amount of things, but you know what I mean. So like and subscribe, and we will catch